to find out on my own whether or not I have Huntington's. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor sent me to a genetic specialist after I told him that my aunt had it. When I went to the genetic specialist, they told me that because chose not to take the test, and since we don't know if she actually has it or not, then the insurance wasn't going to cover it, unless I had a direct path to me. Aunt has it. That doesn't necessarily mean that my mother has it. It just means that somebody in my family, whether my grandmother or my grandfather, definitely had it if it was spread to my aunt. At that point in time, I thought about it and read up on some stuff and did a lot of soul searching and decided, hey, I need to figure this out. I was in the middle of buying a house. I have 3 kids, single mom, and I'm kind of I need to know so I can take care of business type of thing. I just can't walk around not knowing. I gotta plan and make sure that everything is covered for these kids. I'm 35, and 35 is the starting point for a lot of people to start showing symptoms. So I took it upon myself to pay out of pocket for the genetic test, and it generally is pretty damn expensive. I did search around a lot of places. They will, you can't just go in and get the test taken. You have to kind of pass a psychological screening of sort, see if you're actually capable of handling the information. It's a big deal. I mean, it's a terminal illness. You're gonna die a horrific death. So, finding out this can be pretty detrimental to your psyche, to your life. And so they want to make sure that you can, at least you're starting off with a fairly good brain power, I guess. I don't know. Not to mention the opposite side of it. This doesn't really happen, that doesn't pertain to me, but maybe to others where Huntington's is really prominent in their family. Their mothers, their fathers have it, their aunts and uncles, their brothers and sisters, and they're right there in it. They're seeing this, they're caretakers of these people. This is, even more substantial to these people because they know firsthand what it's going to do to you. It's insane. So these people who have an aunt or an uncle or a mom or sisters and brothers who are also getting tested, maybe they're positive, maybe they haven't been tested yet, or they're getting tested and they're negative. When you get this test taken, and you find out that you're okay, a lot of people have survivor's guilt because their family members, they're so excited, they're so relieved that they don't have this, and then they feel awful because, well, grandma has this, or mom has this, or my sister has this. I would rather have it than they have it. That survivor's guilt can be horrible too. So it's a big reason for it. And also another reason why they don't test anyone until they're the age of 18. They will not test a child unless they are showing juvenile Huntington's symptoms. They're not going to test them, and unless they're absolutely certain, because they don't. you're already going through enough as a child and teenagehood and various other things. I think 18 might be a little too young too. Shoot, I don't think I would be ready for this at the age of 18. It's just, I'd be like, what? So I went in, did the whole talk through. Apparently she thought I was psychologically stable, which is funny, but because who is really? And then she set up a time for the test, the blood test. So this is not all on like one day. This is over a progressive amount of time here, so that way you can actually, you're thinking a lot while you go through it. So I went over and, you know, I signed all these papers saying that I understand what this is and I understand everything that's going on, and then I go and take the blood test, and then it's like a freaking month before you get back the results. And they won't tell you over the phone. They're going to call you up and you're going to come in and you're going to sit down in the office with them, and they are going to go over the test results with you. Because then again, you know, it doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative, you're still getting this horrific thing told to you, and they gotta make sure you're okay. I mean, shoot. Yeah, I mean, it's not even like cancer. Oh, you have cancer. That's pretty freaking bad. But you know what? You might have a chance to survive this. This, you're not gonna survive. You're gonna die. It's there. It's written right there. My third time I went back in, it was a month later, and I thought I had it down pretty good, you know, I was okay. I'm fairly certain I don't have Huntington's. I mean, I just think it's crazy. I just want it out of the way, and I want to make sure, and I can tell everybody I'm clear. As they kind of ask for it, I took somebody in with me, took my friend, and we went in there together, and the lady pulled out the paper, and it's all technical and stuff, and she's reading all this info and telling me again the same stuff she had already told me, and I'm like, okay. And then she shows me, she flips over the page. Actually, I've got it right here. Yeah, it goes and tells you it's a neurodegenerative disorder causing progressive cognitive, motor, and psychiatric disturbances, typically beginning between 35 and 44 years old. Although 5% are affected by juveniles and 25% affected over the age of 50, super rare, which is what my aunt got. She's kind of a rare one because she started at the age of 55. Then we get this thing and it shows allele 1 and allele 2. And she points out this, I know it's backwards, but you can see it's highlighted. And it says 42 CAG repeats in allele 1. And I swallow my heart. I'm like, what? Are you freaking crazy? And then at this point, I'm thinking, you need to read all this stuff back to me, because I'm like, I think you're wrong. Wait, it's obviously not what you just told me over 40. You know, it must be like 42 or something. Just like totally trying to take this all in my head. Ladies looking at me like, you know, waiting for me to do something. I don't know what, but because she told me I was very calm about it. I'm like, I don't know what the hell am I supposed to do? Laugh, cry? It sucks. I have Huntington's. But my friend, I'm so glad I took her. She kind of like took over, even though she doesn't know a whole lot about it, because she did a little bit of research, because they kind of told her, hey, you know, research this a little bit before we go in, so that way we both kind of know what's going on. She did a little bit of research, not a whole lot. She kind of knew enough to ask questions, and you know, the lady's like, well, do you have anything that you want to know? And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what the hell to think right at this moment. I'm just like, I don't know. what the heck am I supposed to say? You just told me I'm gonna die. And could possibly pass this on to my 3 children. Yay! So, yeah, I guess all these thoughts are running through my head, like, you know, I just bought a house. You know, I've divorced. My ex-husband just got remarried. He's not around a whole heck of a lot. Who the hell is going to take care of my kids? And then I stopped and, stopped running through all these things. And I'm like, this is the reason why. So I can plan for this. I can set what I need up. I can make video blogs for my kids, telling them things that I may not get to tell them, doing various things that I might not get the chance to. This disease is so whack that I don't even know when this is gonna start. It could start at 35 years old. I'm 35 right now, Or it can start 55, like my aunt. So I've got this area here, and I've got a 14-year-old at home, a 17-year-old, and a 10-year-old. Do the math. I don't want them taking care of me. But I guess don't really have a choice. So there's my bit of the story. I'll have more to come. I hope you enjoyed my beginning, and stick with me. I'm gonna try and make more, and hopefully a lot more often, and then maybe you guys can start seeing signs and symptoms. Don't tell me about it if you do, okay? Because that'll freak me out. But later maybe my kids can take this and cut it, and you guys, we can have an actual video that shows the progression of HD from non-symptomatic to symptomatic and on. And I give my kids the rights to videotape me and act as goofy as they want to and do the shakes with me. If we can get the education, get this stuff out to people, and we talk about it. There's no need to be ashamed or petty about this. Share with me, and I'll share with you. So thank you for listening, and I hope you guys learned something today, and come back and see me again. Bye.